So guys, I'm back in the US and here I am. Yeah, Germany was a nice trip here. I will go back there again. But I think next time I'll go to the second place. I go to Germany, then I go to another country. So today I'm heading to Chicago. I told you I'll be going to all the 50 states. And today is Chicago time. So I'm going to Illinois. Illinois is the state, and I'm heading towards Chicago. I've already parked in the white building over there. Yeah, that's a public parking. So I'll park there, and then I'll pick my car when I come back. I'm actually going by train. That's the City Hall here in St. Louis. Yeah, and those are the civil courts behind there, and then the federal court is a tall building. So that tall building, that's the federal court. So that's where they at many times when you become a citizen, you go and take your oath of allegiance over there to become a US citizen once you pass all the tests and so on and so forth. Yeah. So normally it's at the top floor. So right now, yeah, this is one of the old hotels here in St. Louis. A very old hotel, built in the 1900s. Look at the face. Yeah. And then there's a medical examiner's coroner's office. Yeah. So where I'm heading to Amtrak station over there. So there's the Amtrak station. I decided not to fly. Yeah, I've been flying a lot. So I decided today I'm gonna take a train. So I'll take a train to Chicago. And I know I've shown you a lot of the routes to Chicago, like the views on the train and so on and so forth. So I'll probably not show that much. If you watch my previous videos, a lot of trips to Chicago. This time I'll show you more about Chicago itself. So that's what I'll be trying to show you this time. I visit Chicago. It will be a one-day trip and a one-day package, a full package for one day. Yeah, actually 2 days, not one day. But since I'm traveling on both days, it's like one day. Because half the day today I'm traveling, half the day tomorrow I'm traveling back. So it's like 2 days, but technically 2 days, but in reality it's pretty like one day. Yeah, one day in Chicago, 2 days in Chicago. So I'm just waiting for the lights to turn green over there so I can walk. Yeah, this is the Enterprise Center for the ice hockey team. If you've seen my previous videos, there's ice hockey statues of people who've been memorable in playing ice hockey over here. Yeah, so the post office is somewhere on that side, and this is actually an arena. Normally there's a lot of musicians, like when they come over here. I know Beyonce didn't come over here, but Ariana Grande came over here, and another musician also came over here. I think I have to remember all their names. So I attended several concerts. Yeah, I know I put this place pretty well. But actually, I stopped attending concerts. I don't know why. But I think I should attend some more concerts. Just depending on who's performing. Yeah, I know I've missed Beyonce's concert, but that's fine. Yeah, so whoever comes around who's performing, I might just attend their concert. Oh, that gate is closed. So I have either to go around that way to the train station or go around that. So I have to figure out how to enter the train station before my train leaves me. So guys, I need to hurry. I'll go up at the bus station over here, then to the train station. Damn, there's been a lot of controls. You have to go through a screen to get into the train station. I just go around to Amtrak station. Let me see. Yeah, it never used to be like this. It just used to be like, you open cross and go over. But right now it looks I can't even access Amtrak from here. I have to go around. Oh, damn. Let me ask over here. Yeah, so looks like I can access Amtrak from here. So he let me in, look both ways. I remember, oh, Flixbus is here too. Wow. I remember I used to take this route so many times. Yeah, because I used to take my bus from here when I'm leaving work at night. Push to open. Yeah, all right. So when I'm leaving work at night, I just saw Flixbus. That there, Flixbus. Living. So Flixbus is everywhere. It's now a big company. It looks there in that corner. So if Flixbus is here, Flixbus is normally a cheaper version of traveling, just like a Greyhound. So probably I'll start taking it some more and more. So here's a Greyhound bus stop, and it looks Flixbus also over here, and is a Amtrak bus station too. Oh, I remember coming off work at midnight and waiting for the train over here when I didn't have a vehicle. Those were the years, yeah. Yeah. But eventually I bought a vehicle on auction for very cheap, like $1,500, which I used for over 5 years. Yeah, actually for about six years. Before now I got my BM and I got this bike. Yeah. So I've reached the Amtrak station, and my train will be leaving in about 40 minutes. So I'll just turn off the lights, the camera here, and get prepared to get into the train. Ta-da! So guys, I'm on the train already. So actually there are two trains. That one over there, that's going to Kansas City. It's like going west. This one we are in is going to Chicago. Yeah. So people are still boarding. Yeah, I've just put my bag up there. Yeah. And waiting for the train to leave. Just pretty a lot of room. Leg room. Yeah, a lot of leg room in these Amtrak trains. Really, really wide. Normally if the train is full, we sit like two people. So somebody else will sit here. Some people put their luggage over there, but they tell them take their luggage up there. Because the train is full and every seat is paid for. So every seat someone can sit. So I've got a vantage point here. So I can take a video of the surrounding of the hotel I was telling you about. Yeah. Federal building over there. Federal courthouse. Here. And down there people are wearing. Yeah. You have a charge station here. So you can be able to charge your phone. Yeah. And there's Wi-Fi normally. So sometimes some trains have Wi-Fi, some don't. So just depends. But I have this Wi-Fi, and keep you guys updated. Head to watch Chicago. Keep watching. Please subscribe. If you're not subscribed and watching it, please subscribe and let me those numbers. See you later. So the
train from Kansas is leaving, and we're also leaving. So that goes towards Kansas, and here we head towards Chicago.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome aboard continuation of train 22 headed to Chicago this morning with all intermediate station stops. Just a few reminders this morning. All Amtrak trains completely non-smoking trains. No smoking of any kind. Restrooms will be located in the lower level of whichever car you are situated in downstairs. If you just boarded here in St. Louis, please have your tickets out. We'll be coming through to scan those. Appreciate it. Oh, one more thing. Our next stop of Alton is going to be about 45 minutes.
Alton is the next stop. I remember the time I missed the train and I was driving. So I had to drive all the way to Alton to catch the train. So I went to Alton, parked over there, ran because the train had just stopped and I was leaving like in less than 5 minutes. Actually about 3 minutes stop. Yeah. So that was really awesome. So I drove all the way to Alton, almost 45 minutes, navigating Europe, and then I got into the train over there, parked my car, got into the train. Wow, that was something new. Right, I went, that time I think I was going to Minneapolis, so I went and I came back here. And I took Alton again, took my car and went back to my house. Yeah, so I'll just give you a little bit. I'll show there's the arc over there. That arch over there. Those are the tallest point over there. That's the tallest structure here in St. Louis. So when you're up there, it's actually a museum down there. I think that will be my next visit here when I'm here. So when you're up there, you can see that all of the Central Williams up there in the arch. So these are like some old town structures in the 1800s in St. Louis. Was just old town St. Louis. Yeah. So these structures are really old. 1700, 1800. I was reading some books written around that time. Other 40 streets and buildings. Wow, that were big. That actually existing at the time. Oh, okay, guys. So there's the Mississippi River. The Mississippi River actually runs all the way from like I think South Dakota, North Dakota, all the way from Minnesota, all the way up to here, up to Louisiana, up to Mississippi, all the way up to the Gulf of Mexico, or Gulf of America, as we now call it here. So there is the arch. So next time we're gonna go to the arch and I'll show you a little bit of the arch. Actually, there's a museum down there. So we'll go through the museum and then up. Although I'm scared of heights, but this time I'm gonna do it for you guys so you can see this icon structure here in St. Louis. I actually met somebody who was one among the engineers who actually built this arch.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This announcement is for our sleeping car passengers only. The dinette is now closed for breakfast service. We will come around if you have not given us your lunch order. We will come around and get that order for you. I'll make another announcement before I come around to get the lunch orders if it's not been taken yet. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, the dinette is now closed for breakfast service. Thank you.
So that bridge over there, that bridge bridge. So there are like three bridges basically. Martin Luther Bridge, and this that's the old bridge, and then there's the modern bridge, the one just close by here where so many cars are passing. Yeah, and then there's the old I think it is bridge, which is further away. Yeah, crossing over here, crossing the Mississippi, and now we just crossed the river. We're in Illinois, just across this river from one state to the other. So now we're in the state of Illinois, and it's a little different here. Not so much, a little bit, yeah. It's much greener. So there's the arch, yeah. There's the arch in the Mississippi River. Mississippi, I remember you. Every time I hear this song, Mississippi rolling on until the end of time. So some of you guys remember that song? Yeah. So that's the great and mighty Mississippi River, all the way from Minnesota all the way to Louisiana. So right now we're going a little swamp areas, and we're heading to the East St. Louis. East St. Louis is in Illinois. So right now we're in Illinois State. We're no longer in Missouri State. There's some swamp over here. A lot of algae growing in that swamp. The train is going very slowly right now. I think it's just waiting, bidding time for another train, or sometimes probably for another train to pass or to get a green light to speed up. And it's actually on top of a bridge, so that's why it's going very slowly. Yeah. So, but once it gets to the flat level ground, it will probably pick up speed. Oh, look at that! There's a peacock. Wow. Yeah. So some wild peacocks. Yeah. Wow. Of course, all peacocks are wild, so people just keep them in their homes or restrain them for their own pleasure. But they are wild birds. They should be out in the wild, flying, breeding, and yeah, cruising in the wild. So a lot of our green structures, bushland here, a lot of bushland, and so a few swamps here and there on this side of the river, on the eastern side of the river. Yeah. So like I said, it's the same everywhere. So there's the arch, beautiful view of the arch. Yeah, same trees, same soil, same grass. Yeah. It's just what you make it. You make it work for you. That's what it is. Yeah, wherever you are. Okay. It's a slow, so I'll disconnect and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Keep watching. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, as I bring you these beautiful sights and sounds of Illinois, and of course Chicago coming soon. This route, wow, it's a long stretch. But you get tired like hours, yeah. So the train gets very relief. Just sit back and watch the scenery. Yeah. and I think was like manufacturing, like rail test engineering, like railway repair or something. Yep. So I've been here before, Granite City. Yeah, a friend of mine used to stay over here, and I came over here once. And yeah, small town here on the eastern side. Yeah, of the river. Yeah. Yeah. Really quiet little town. Yeah. So still part of Granite City. Yeah. So I think houses are a little cheaper here, I guess. Yeah. Because a little town. Yeah. A lot of people move out of the small towns just because there's no jobs. So yeah, it's nice to live in, but you gotta walk. So people, especially younger folks, tend to move out to where they can find jobs here, and also some fields. Yeah, but there's a steel plant over there, so if you're staying over here, probably you'll be working at the steel plant. Yeah. So some farms. So you find mostly here people live in bungalows. Yeah, apartments are just like in the city center. But mostly if you move out of the city, people prefer to live in bungalows, just single story. Yeah. And it's less crowding and actually a better quality of life, basically. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. So some farm, that's most likely soybeans. Yeah, a lot of soybeans are grown here in this Illinois plains. Yeah, large farms growing soybeans, and this soybeans are actually used to produce oil mostly. Yeah, they're also edible, they're also eaten, but a lot of it is used to produce oil. And yeah, and then the oil is used for different things, for processing, for maybe adding to, I don't know, whatever. Yeah, I would go into that here. Basically. So you'll find a lot of corn over there, or maize, and soybeans. Those are basic crops that are grown in the Midwest plains. Yeah, corn and soybeans. A little bit of wheat also. Corn, soybeans, and wheat. Yep. Yeah, it looks like soybeans to me too. This looks like some oil refinery or oil storage depot, and of course some soybeans in the foreground. I think it's a power generation plant, looks like to me.
your belongings. All things coming up.
So we're at Alton.
Some cities, those are the among the more important parts of the education. Change the line on this, sit back, look at what this done, what's the plans, and then guide to do the other thing. Really in the trenches.
So last time I rushed and rush and get my train ready. Yeah. Alton, Illinois. Small town.
Yeah, real good person.
large corn plantation. Yeah, maize or corn, very large corn plantations. The corn here is also used to grow, used to produce oil. Corn oil used for cooking and also put in vehicles, make ethanol for vehicles. Yeah, so corn is a really big crop here in the Midwest. Yeah. These are storages for the corn and soybean here. So, yep. So once they're milled, they're stored in this shiny metal like towers. Yeah. And basically semi-processed in the farm. So. So by the time it's leaving the farm, it leaves the farm in containers or in tanks. Yeah. I guess. Yeah. Small corn over here. Large corn plantations. Wow. Another large cornfields. So here we'll see corn all the way to Chicago. A lot of cornfields, soybeans, and of course shrublands. Incidentally, America has a lot of forest land, a lot of forest cover. Actually, probably more than Africa. That's what I've noticed. Yeah. So here, when it comes to conservation, it is there because a lot of people live in the cities. And the rural areas is mostly just farmland and forest, farmland and forest, farmland and forest. Yep. And little towns, small towns in between. used for feed, animal feed, corn oil, biofuel, ethanol, and also for human feed, human food. Yep. So corn is grown a lot. Yep. Scattered farmhouses, that's what you see over here. So the other videos I brought you are mainly in the winter. So you can just compare this with the previous videos. Most of them have been in winter because I've been traveling mostly in February to Chicago. That's winter. So this is my first summer ride, train ride to Chicago. So those are like, I'm seeing a lot of corn. So just compare and contrast from the winter videos with this summer video. Yep. So a lot of corn, that's what I'm seeing. Not so much wheat, mostly corn. Corn and soybeans. Keep watching as I keep the narrative running. This is Springfield, Illinois. This is actually the administrative capital of Illinois, incidentally. Yeah, and the commercial capital is, of course, Chicago. Yeah. Interesting. So the governor's office is somewhere out there. Yeah. So we are not in the town center. We just like the train passes a little bit. Yeah, it actually passes the town center. Yeah. So you're in the town center. Yeah. Springfield, Illinois, this administrative capital of Illinois. Yep. Or the state capital, rather. So guys, here we are. So the train stops a little bit for a few minutes. People to get in, people to get out. And here, as I said, Springfield, Illinois, the administrative capital of the state capital of Illinois. And of course, Chicago is the big town. Chicago is the commercial capital. Yeah, just like St. Louis. St. Louis is actually like the commercial capital, while the state capital is in Jefferson City, administrative capital. So most states are like that. Like the administrative center is in a different city, while the commercial center is in a different city. Yeah. So just like divide them so it's not everything in one town. Yeah. So I think there's a church over there. Look like a church to me. An old church, because these towns are really old, like they're built in the 1600s, 1700s. Yep. And some of the old structures are still existing up to now. Yeah, a few modern buildings, but a lot of the old buildings still exist up to now. A lot of the old stone buildings, yeah. Even the wooden houses, some of them still exist up to now. Yep. So a lot of buildings also built with brick and mortar. Yeah, this one's also still there. So state fire marshals is fine a lot of state stuff here, state stuff here. And like they say, state, federal, we keep away from them. Because the government, the strong arm of the law of the government is very strong. Yeah. Get in the wrong place. So we just see Springfield, Illinois. And see Volvo Center there. Yeah, so the Volvo cars here. There's some BMW Center, I think, somewhere here. Yeah. So you find each town has got this like where they sell the BMW, the European cars, basically the German cars. Volvo, BMW, Mercedes. They also service them, so it's relatively easy to service your car. If it's like a BMW, a Volvo, or a Mercedes. Yeah. But the American cars are basically cheapest to service because all the spare parts are found here. But European cars are a little bit more expensive, especially when the parts break down. Yeah, but that's why they have all the centers that sell these cars. All these shops that actually specialize in those cars. So there are spare parts, there are technicians who are trained for that, and of course the expertise. So keep watching as we leave Springfield. Keep in touch. Actually, right now we're in the middle, like halfway through a 2-hour train ride. 2.5 hours. 2 hours actually. Then there will be another 3-hour train ride before we reach Chicago. So it's basically midway. Springfield is actually midway between St. Louis and Chicago. Keep watching.
Sleeping accommodations and chose to pick up your lunch bag. Your lunch bag is ready if you'd like to make your way to the dinette at this time. Thank you.
So actually there's a restaurant in here and this after is good food. Yeah, so for me I give it a pass. And every time I travel like the long trips, like especially when I'm going to Minneapolis, Minnesota, I always get some food. It's like $15, good meal, $15. Yep. But you can have snacks, there's alcohol, there's juices, there's some burgers, hot dogs, whatever you name it. Yeah, whatever you want, whatever you fancy. Yeah. But today, I'll give it a pass.
Good morning, everyone. That was our last stop up, Bloomington Normal. Pontiac will be next, followed by Joliet, and then finally Chicago. We are a pretty full train, so if you are traveling by yourself, you are going to be sitting next to someone. If you have a seat open next to you, please clear it of your personal belongings so that someone may sit down next to you.
I guess this is it. Last call for cafe car. Last call for next year. Once again, last call to cafe car. Located across the front of the street. During the trail, we'll do another bank release. Heading on the right way to cafe car. Last call and final call. The table to the cafe car. We'll go to Pontiac. Once again, last and final call. Last call for the cafe car.
Good morning, everyone. That was Pontiac. Our second to last stop of Joliet will be in about 50 minutes. At this point, everyone that's in the coaches should be scanned. So if for whatever reason we did not scan your ticket already, I'm going to make a lap through. Please just let me know. So again, Joliet, about 50 minutes.
actually Juliet is just before Chicago. The story of these are twin towns, Romeo and Juliet. Actually, they're named after Romeo and Juliet. Like the romantic story. I don't know how that came about, but yeah. So we have Romeo and Juliet, and Juliet is like Juliet. So I remember we came here from school, and we had some debates and stuff like that. It's like a small town in the middle of nowhere, and there's nothing really around it. Like, yeah, the university where we went here, nothing really around it. Yeah, really, really small town here. But it's just on the outskirts of Chicago, just where we reach Chicago. So, Romeo and Juliet, and then we'll reach Chicago. See you there. So, this is Juliet. So, I'll just turn the camera. Juliet Union Station.
Ladies and gentlemen, this station stop is Joliet. Joliet, Illinois. Please come on down.
So I remember when we came over here in undergrad, we had some mock trials, like preventing like judges, lawyers, witnesses, and all that. So this is where we had the trial.
Amtrak, I got one more to get off here. Amtrak, if you could stop this train, I got one more to get off here.
It's actually a regional trial, and I won an award. The best, what do you say, not witness, like a professional, like a professional witness, yeah, the best professional witness. So I pretended that I was like some specialist, some doctor, or some specialist, psychologist or psychiatrist, and tried to like convince the jury about the accused and the person who was harmed, and so on and so forth. So I won that award, best professional witness. Yeah. So that's why I remember Juliet. Yeah, we had many mock trials, but here's where I won the award. Yeah. So kudos to Juliet, Romeo and Juliet. Very nice place. After this, I actually this is our last mock trial, and I never met most of my classmates. Went different directions. Some of them became lawyers, some of them became other things. Yeah. Some of them just became teachers. Some of them went to study abroad, and all and so on and so on. Yep. Good memories from that. Romeo and Juliet, Juliet. Yeah. Next to Chicago. very tall buildings.
This was
Chicago there, right there.
I guess
So guys, we are finally arriving in Chicago. Tall buildings over there. Yeah, so I'll be here for a little bit, for 1 day at least. We'll see. So yeah. So let's see what there's something that brought me here. So once I'm done with that, then I can walk around and show you. But basically, I gotta do what I'm coming to a sign office here. So I gotta figure out what I do, what I came to do, and then I'll proceed with the show. They were about like touristic sites that I can catch while I'm still here. Keep watching.
level down? So now I have to find my way to my hotel and then check around. So try to get my hotel. So catch up you guys a little bit. So that's where I'm going. See you guys soon. Keep watching, keep watching. Oh, guys, I'm finally in my room and I'm as thirsty as a desert. Damn. Yeah, it's. Oh, this light is not turning on. Let me see. Oh, that one turned on. This one didn't. Well, probably it's not plugged. I'm so thirsty. Oh, now I need to find something to drink. Let me see if there's any water here. No water. I need to get at least go buy some juice. I know it's better than breakfast. I'll be fine for breakfast, but for dinner, I need to buy some juice and something, some fruits maybe, which I need for tonight as I wait for tomorrow. Wow, suddenly. Actually, unfortunately, I missed the office where I was going. It was closed at 2:30. Damn. So yeah, and I reached there like at 2:40, like 10 minutes late. Because I didn't take an Uber, I walked for half an hour. I just took an Uber or a taxi. I paid some money though. Yeah, which I didn't have. Ooh, so I just opted to walk, and it took me a while using GPS, trying to find my way. Finally, half an hour later, I'm here, but I'm late. I'm at the hotel, and I reached the office, I was late. I'm at the hotel, checked in. One thing you need to know about hotels in Chicago, always, not only Chicago, even the other big hotels like in Minneapolis, they will hold some money. So you'll pay what your daily rent is, and then they'll hold something like $100, just like a deposit. So if anything goes bad, you mess around, they'll deduct from that. So make sure you carry enough money. And I was just hoping this hotel is not holding any money. That's why I didn't take an Uber. Suddenly they are holding like $60, $60 effing dollars. Damn, that's $60 I could have used to buy something. Well, I don't know what I'll do, but now it looks like I need to go somewhere and get something to eat right now, like something to drink. Actually, just something to eat. It's so hot, I'm sweating. I need something to drink. So I leave my bags here in the room, and I just walk and go look for something to drink. Yeah, I got my keys. I'll come and watch TV later. I watch too much TV. I'm always indoors anyway. So this time I need to venture out a little bit and go get something to buy, something to eat, at least something to drink. Oh, I need to carry a bag. I know. I carry a bag, then I don't have to pay for a checkout bag. Just hang on, guys. So I'm carrying my little bag. It's in my pocket. There's a bag I got in Germany, in a supermarket in Germany. It's like a cotton cloth bag. And it's very nice because you can fold it, put it in your pocket. When you go to the supermarket, you can see it's made of cotton cloth. Very nice, very handy. So when you go to the supermarket, you can buy food stuff, put it in there, and walk back with it. So you don't have to carry a lot of plastics around. So let me go buy something to drink, and I'll be back, guys. And I'll show you I won't show you Chicago tonight. I'll probably show you Chicago tomorrow. Yeah, I want to show you Chicago by night, but I'm so tired. So I'll probably just show you Chicago in the morning after I've done my business. First business first, then other things later.
So see you later, guys. This hotel is called Whitehall Hotel. That's my room. So I'll take the elevator, or I can take the stairs, 4th floor. No, I can take the stairs. I'll take the elevator. And I'll try and go get something to eat. Elevator or lift. Here in the US we call lift elevator. Elsewhere they call them lift. Here we call them elevator. So I'll take the elevator. I thought they dealt with the elevator somewhere here. Yeah, the elevator to the right here. So I'll take an elevator and head out. And then I'll be back in about 30 minutes. I think I'll get something to eat. Come on, come in. I'm going down.